Get ready for an unforgettable experience at the Midwest Fire Weekend from August the 1st to the 4th. Join us as we bring together all Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians under one banner for 4 days of powerful brotherhood and sisterhood.
I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived, they don't know how I did it. Got it.
Day 1 kicks off with the Roundtable with Truth podcast featuring Captain of 13,000 Miwaukee. Also, we will be having a breakfast and sip event at 12355 Gratiot Avenue, Detroit, Michigan. Then, we will be having scripture breakdown with none other than 12 Shield General Muhammad from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Then later, we will be having game night. On August the 2nd, we will be having a street teaching and a food and clothing giveaway at the Detroit Transit Center from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Then you can join 13 Shield Commanding General Muhammad for a powerful discussion. Are demons real and are they among us? From 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. After that, we will be having late night activities at our bar on 21530 Gratiot Avenue. On August the 3rd, we will be visiting the Charles H. Wright Museum from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. And join us at the Action Impact Gun Range from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. We having an album release party at Plug Bar and Grill for none other than Captain of 13,000 of Pied Variety. Then, last but not least, we will be having the 7th annual Midwest Barbecue at Chandler Park from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. This is not like any other barbecue you ever been to. Bring your children, bring your family and friends. It's free food, and it's a safe environment.
It's funny, what is it?
Also, get you a room at our hotel for special rates. Book now for a comfortable stay close to all of the action.
Purchase your tracks today.
Support the Midwest Fire Weekend by donating to our GoFundMe. Visit the GoFundMe link in the description or scan the QR code to make a difference.
Boston, it made niggas regroup. Had to shed light on a false image. UPK whole court. Now who the fuck won scrimmage to?
We getting ready to have a Midwest Fire Weekend.
The Isupk Chicago coming at you once again to let you know about the Midwest Fire Weekend.
Came to speak to you about some events we're having in Detroit, Michigan. Fire Weekend, Thursday, August 1st to Sunday, August 4th.
Inviting all single Blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians to our Midwest Fire Weekend.
And you know what it is. It's that time of the year again. It's the Midwest Fire Weekend, hosted by Captain 13,000 Miwaukee, August 1st through the 4th.
Isupk Kentucky here to invite every so-called Black, Hispanic, and North American Indian to the Midwest Fire Weekend, Detroit, Michigan, August 1st through the 4th.
Tune into the Midwest Fire Weekend from August 1st to the 4th.
Don't miss out on this incredible event. Join us for the Midwest Fire Weekend from August the 1st to the 4th. Visit www.isupk.com or scan the QR code for more information.
Jonathan Thunderball, 6 here. Right now, we at the Feast of Unleavened Bread. I'm with my main man, Captain Bomb. And he was telling me about Paul's policy. Paul's policy, Paul's policy. And you know, we look at it all the time. It's about how the earth makes it uncomfortable for men to be just openly masculine and straight. Why? Because so much alternative lifestyle being pushed out here, making us uncomfortable. Right. So that Paul's policy is just our way of standing our ground against the oppression that movement puts on us as being straight men with love. In other words, they're trying to make us feel ashamed about like the woman, loving women, married women, just being a man. So they try to make us, I think that's what we need. You need that in the black community. Check it out. I'm the mom, and I support the Paul's party. I definitely support it. This is General Consumption Bar. Yo, Isupk, I'm the commander general, y'all.
I'm Captain Cotton's Eyes, letting you know we support the pause policy. All that gay shit, no Diddy. You heard?
My name is Captain Ariel, coming to you live from North Carolina, and I support the pause policy.
I am jumping on the line. I ain't supporting the community. We're there, support the cause. Check us out, you know, the round table trill. We're watching heavy information about supporting the cause policy.
Pause policies in full effect. No thing, my nigga. You already know. You know what they say.
Get the children of Israel, he still had to tell them, God is going to build you a place flowing with milk and honey. And they had to fight their own soul to have enough faith to get there. And many of us died. Many of us died in our lack of faith, our lack of right or wrong. Many of us died never holding on with enough strength to the Father to say, I'm committed and I'm not turning back. But the ones that did, they went into the kingdom of heaven. They watched miracles happen. They watched the nation be born out the ground where it was impossible to do. The terror, when you read them scriptures, man, and you read the terror that was on those Israelites when that Egyptian army came down after them, that Egyptian, and they do just what people do. They do just what people do. The minute that Egyptian army came down on them, he turned their back on them.
Northeast Ohio. What's going on, Israel? You understand? Tune in to Ton of Pressure podcast with my man, Captain Dabar Ahmad. You understand? Get busy. You understand? The best is yet to come. Isupk.
It's Captain 13,000, the card of a rhyme with the Isupk, letting you know, man, check out the Tons of Pressure podcast straight out of Milwaukee under Captain Dabar Ahmad. The 5 podcasts, man, coming out that side of the country. Tons of pressure, man, going through the hottest topics, unifying the blacks and Hispanics, man. Shalom.
No, come on, man. I needed that on camera. Ton of pressure. You say ton of pressure. I think that's what I tell my ribs. You want a ton of pressure, 2 tons of pressure, 4 tons of pressure, the type of pressure you want. But if you want that real pressure on them scriptures, on them breakdowns, on current events, make sure you tune into the Ton of Pressure podcast live on YouTube. They doing it weekly, they doing it daily, they doing it monthly. If you want the baddest information you can find, make sure you tune in to Ton of Pressure.
You need to tune into the hottest, best podcast on the planet right now. A whole ton of pressure. A ton of pressure every Sunday at 5 p.m. Tune in. You're going to hear some of the best topics, the best conversation coming out right now on the internet. Shalom.
Fair enough. Fair enough. We'll work on that. Men of Israel, Amagum, which means stand. Hey, Kula, since he's gonna be holding the scrolls, I want you to read in English. That's it over to him on set. I'd like to. I mean, it's almost a little late in the game right now. Yeah, let's get through it. Padakudam, turn to face the east. It's the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. You can find it in Matthew chapter 6, verses 9 through 13. Abanaw. Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Kodash.
Kodash.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Shamka.
Shamka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Malakwithka.
Malakwithka.
Tabaha.
Tabaha.
Ratazaka.
Ratazaka.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Ratazaka.
Baratazak.
Kawah.
Kawah.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Shemayim.
Bashmayim.
Latananaw.
Latananaw.
Lakal.
Lakal.
Call.
Yawam.
Wasalaknanaw.
Wasalaknanaw.
Kabawathnaw.
Kabawathnaw.
Kasalaknaw.
Kasalaknaw.
Kabawathinaw.
Kabawathinaw.
Walaa.
Walaa.
Kabiyanaw.
Kabiyanaw.
Manasawan.
Manasawan.
Ball.
Ball.
Shanaw.
Shanaw.
Mayan.
Mayan.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look up.
Malakwa.
Lahala. Lahata Parat.
Lahata Parat.
Lawalamu.
Lawalamu. Aman. In English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Hold on. Thy will be done. On earth. What's going on? Thy will be done. In earth. As it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. And forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it.
Pray for the cock. Power in Hebrew. Yahweh Shimei Shah.
Yahweh Shimei Shah. Baruch Shah. Nathanael. Hakak.
La
Rapa'ah.
Call
Makala.
Call
Marawat. Hakak.
Not the heart.
Hamat Zariah. Hakak.
The
Hapi.
Hamathu.
Hakak.
Arawaka.
Hatamal. Lagarshan.
Shimei Shah.
Wadaman. In English, Yahweh. In the name Yahweh Shah. Please give us the power. The power to heal all manner of sickness. And all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the leper. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahweh Shah. Thank you, so be it.
Pray to bless Israel in the Hebrew. Yahweh Shimei Shah.
Yahweh Shimei Shah.
Baruch Lanav.
Wayashal.
Wahabayah.
Sapari.
Barak. Shimei Shah.
Wadaman. In English, Lord. In the name of Yahweh Shah. Bless us. And Israel. And the school. In the name of Yahweh Shah. Thank you, so be it.
Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah.
Ayanyan.
Al-Hahari.
Mayan. Yaba'ah. Azari. Ma'ayin. Yahweh. Aisha. Shamayam. Waratazah. Ayathan. Lamawat. Godolphin.
All Yanawam.
All Yanawam.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Hana.
La'at.
Yanawam.
Yanawam.
Wala'at.
Wala'at.
Yayashan.
Yayashan.
Shawamal.
Shawamal.
Yashal.
Yashal.
Yahoo.
Yahoo.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Yahoo.
Yahoo.
Tazok.
Tazok.
Aliyah.
Aliyah.
Yamyaka.
Yamyaka.
Yawamam.
Yawamam.
Hashemash.
Hashemash.
La'at.
La'at.
Mikaka.
Mikaka.
Wairak.
Wairak.
Balayala.
Balayala.
Yahoo.
Yahoo.
Yashamarka.
Yashmarka.
Korah.
Korah.
Yashamar.
Ashmar.
Afnapash.
Afnapash.
Yahoo.
Yahoo.
Yashamar.
Yashmar.
Taza'af.
Taza'af.
Wabawak.
Wabawak.
Maita.
Maita.
Why? I will on.
In English, I will lift up mine eyes into the hills.
I will lift up mine eyes into the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from the Lord.
My help cometh from the Lord,
which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee
He that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Yasharallah
he that keepeth Yasharallah
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy shade upon the right hand.
The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
The Lord shall preserve thy going out
The Lord shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in
and thy coming in
from this time forth
from this time forth
and even forevermore.
and even forevermore. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew, Allahayim.
Allahayim.
Adam Yalaka.
Adam Yalaka.
Al Tacharash.
Al Tacharash.
Al Tashakwat.
Wal Tashakwat.
Al. Kayahana.
Kayahana.
Awabika.
Awabika.
Yahami Yawan.
Yahami Yawan.
What? Slaki. Wama. Slaki. Wama Shanayaka.
Wama Shanayaka.
Sha'awa Ra'ash.
Sha'awa Ra'ash.
Al Aimaka.
Al Aimaka.
Ya'ariyamu.
Ya'ariyamu.
Sawada.
Sawada.
Waya. Thaya Aitazawa.
Waya Thaya Aitazawa.
Al Tazapawanyaka.
Al Tazapawanyaka.
Amaru.
Amaru.
Lakawa. Slaki. Lakawa.
Lakawa.
Wanakakiram.
Wanakakiram.
Magawi.
Magawi.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Yazakar.
Yazakar.
Shamya Shala.
Shamya Shala.
Iwa.
Iwa.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Nowa Aitazawa.
Nowa Aitazawa.
La.
La.
Yakadwa.
Yakadwa.
Ayaka.
Ayaka.
Barya.
Barya.
Yakarath.
Yakarath.
Ahali.
Ahali.
Adawam.
Adawam.
Waya Shemaya Alayam.
Waya Shemaya Alayam.
Mawa'aba.
Mawa'aba.
Wahagari.
Wahagari.
Gabal.
Gabal.
Wa'amawan.
Wa'amawan.
Wa'amala.
Wa'amala.
Palashat.
Palashat.
Amishad.
Amishad.
Tazawar.
Tazawar.
Gamashawar.
Gamashawar.
Nalawa.
Nalawa.
Imam.
Imam.
Hayuwa.
Hayuwa.
Sarwat.
Sarwat.
Banyalawat.
Labanya Lawat.
Salah.
Salah.
Aisha. Slaki. Aisha Laham.
Aisha Laham.
Kamari.
Kamari.
Kasiya Sara'ah.
Kasiya Sara'ah.
Slaki. Yabian.
Yabin.
Banakal.
Banakal.
Yashwan.
Yashwan.
Nashamaru.
Nashamaru.
Bayan Da'aru.
Bayan Da'aru.
Hayuwa.
Aywa.
Daman.
Daman.
Ladam.
Ladam.
Shaitam.
Shaitam.
Nadaya Muwa.
Nadaya Mawa.
Kaira.
Kaira.
Wakasa Abba.
Wakasa Abba.
Wakasa Bak.
Wakasa Bak.
Wakasa Zalmanai.
Wakasa Zalmanai.
Call Nasakam.
Call Nasakam.
Ashar.
Ashar.
Amarwa.
Amarwa.
Naira Shah.
Naira Shah.
Lana Wat.
Lana Wat.
Now what?
Now what?
Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Alahayah.
Alahayah.
Shayatamu.
Shayatam.
Kagogula.
Kagogula.
Kakwash.
Kakwash.
Lapanya Rawaka.
Lapanya Rawaka.
Kaash.
Kaash.
Saba Ira Yaira.
Taba Ira Yaira.
Wakalahaba.
Wakalahaba.
Talahat.
Talahat.
Haryam.
Haryam.
Kantar Datu.
Kantar Datu.
Basa Ira.
Basa Ira.
Wabasu Wapath.
Wabasta Wapath.
Tabalaham.
Tabalaham.
Mala'a.
Mala'a.
Panyaham.
Panyaham.
Palawan.
Palawan.
Wayabakwash.
Wayabakwash.
Wayasumka.
Wayasumka.
Yahaw.
Yahaw.
Yabashu.
Yabash.
Wayabaharwa.
Wayabaharwa.
Ari Ai.
Ari Ai.
Wayakaparu.
Wayakaparu.
Wayabaru.
Wayabaru.
Wayadaibu.
Wayadaibu.
Wayata.
Wayata.
Sumka.
Sumka.
Yahaw.
Yahaw.
The Barka.
The Barka.
Ariwan.
Ariwan.
Ai.
Al.
Kal.
Kal.
Arataza.
Arataza. In English, keep not thou silence, O God.
Keep not thy silence, O God.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still, O God.
And be not still, O God.
For lo,
thine
enemies make a tumult.
enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee have lifted up their head.
And they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
They have said, Come,
Come,
and let us cut them off from being a nation.
let us cut them off from being a nation.
That the name of Israel may be no more remembered.
That the name of Israel may be no more remembered.
But they have consulted together with one consent.
But they have consulted together with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against
The
thee.
tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacles of Edom.
And the Ishmaelites.
And the Ishmaelites.
Of Moab.
Of Moab.
And the Hagarene.
The Hagarene.
Gabal.
Gabal.
And Ammon. And Amalek.
Amalek.
The Philistines.
The Philistines.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
Assur is also joined with them.
Assur also is joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah.
Salah.
Do unto them as unto the Midianites.
Do unto them as unto the Midianites.
As to Sisera.
As to Sisera.
As to Jabin.
As to Jabin.
At the brook of Kison.
At the brook of Kison.
Which perished at Endor.
Which perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like Oreb.
Make their nobles like Oreb.
And like Zahed.
Like Zahed.
Yea.
Yeah.
All their princes as Zabah.
All their princes as Zabah.
And as Zalmon.
And as Zalmon.
Who said,
Let
us take to ourselves the houses of God in possession.
Let us take to ourselves the house of God in possession.
Oh my power.
Oh my power.
Make them like a wheel.
Make them like a wheel.
As the stubble before the wind.
As the stubble before the wind.
As the fire burneth the wood.
As the fire burneth the wood.
And as the flame set the mountains on fire.
As the flame set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them with thy tempest.
So persecute them with thy tempest.
And make them afraid with thy storm.
And make them afraid with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with shame.
That they may seek thy name.
That they may seek thy name.
Oh Lord.
Oh Lord.
Let them be confounded in trouble forever.
Let them be confounded in trouble forever.
Yea. Let them be put to shame and perish.
Let them be put to shame and perish.
That men may know that thou,
That men may know that thou,
whose name alone is Yahweh,
whose name alone is Yahweh,
art the most high,
art the most high,
over all the earth.
over all the earth. Word for the blessings in Hebrew, Barakatah Yahweh Yahweh Shah.
Barakatah Yahweh Yahweh Shah.
Wamayaka'ala.
Wamayaka'ala.
Wa'ala hayim.
Wa'ala hayim.
Matazabiya'ala wa'yahan.
Matazabiya'ala ala wa'yahan.
Wa'ala wa'yahan.
Ala wa'yahan.
Hasaranyam.
Hasaranyam.
Patazayanyam.
Makwatazayanyam.
Hakayayanyam.
Hakayayanyam.
It's like Wahakwati.
Wahakwati.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah.
Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah.
Tawada Haman.
Tawada Haman. In English. Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahweh Shah.
And Yahweh Shah.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angels.
And the angels.
Commanding General Yohanan.
Commanding General Yohanan.
The generals.
The generals.
The captains.
The captains.
The officers.
The officers.
The troopers.
The troopers.
And the sisters.
And the sisters.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it. Start the front. Thanks for that. Shout be seated. All right, shout out to Young P. Shalom, Mark. Shalom. We are the ISUPK, the Israelite School. Well, it's like, let me start this off right. Shalom, Yashala, Yahweh Shem, Yahweh Shah, Barakatham to the brothers, Yahweh Shema, Alatham, Bashim, Yahweh Shah to the sisters. We are the ISUPK, the Israelite School Universal Practical Knowledge, established in 1969, 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. We are led by Commanding General Yohanan. We are not affiliated with any other organization. Shout out to Atlanta, man. Shout out to Atlanta. They going hard right now, man. They going crazy. They going crazy. The classes, the camp, the street speakings, the lectures, the Sabbath services, all these brothers coming together in one zone for that cookout, that Black and Brown Unity cookout that's going down in Atlanta this weekend. I think it's happening today. I believe the barbecue is today. Damn near right now. If you're not here tuned in with us, get your ass to Atlanta. Tune in with them. But thank you for those that joined. We are Milwaukee ISUPK. And this is the Sabbath service. So we're going to be reading in the Hebrew and into the English in Genesis chapter 4, starting at verse 19. Any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to engage us in the chat. On the StreamYard, put the StreamYard link in, if you could, Kala, on the different social media platforms that we are connected to right now, because I know, what are we off of right now? Facebook blocked us?
Yeah, I just shared that on Facebook.
All right.
And also Twitter.
Throw the StreamYard in with those posts, Bob Kashad, if you're able to.
So if they click on it, they go straight to the live. But
so it's already connected, essentially.
Yeah.
Okay, I bet. Yeah, any questions, comments, or concerns? Join us in the chat. We'll deal with you straight away. Until then, we're gonna read these records. Last time that we had left off, it was talking about when Cain did his deed and got kicked out, and what was happening afterwards. So we had discovered that that it wasn't just one man and one woman made in the beginning of the time. It wasn't just an Adam and Eve, that there was an abundance of humans created in the same period of time to help produce what we know today. And you can see that in evidence with Cain going to another city that was already established, finding a wife from that city who was already alive. If it was just Adam and Eve, and the records state that it was only Adam, Eve, Cain, and Abel, and then Abel got unalived, where did this woman come from? Incest is against the law. That's an unnatural thing to do. It compounds recessive genes and recessive traits. So now we're going to be going into, I believe it's about to get into a little bit more of Cain's lineage. And then we're going to go into chapter 5 and chapter 6. So Genesis chapter 4, verse 19. Sorry, this. All right. Wayikwak, Lawa, Lamak, Shathia. Same spell. Yeah. Shathia, Nashamiyam, Sham, Ha'achat, Aira, Washam, Hashaniyah, Tazala'ah, verse 20. Wathalar, Aira, Af, Yabal, Hawa, Haya, Abya, Yeshab, Aha. It's like Ahala, Wamakuna, verse 21. Washam, Ahiwa, Yawabal, Hawa, Haya, Abia, Kal, Thapash, Kanawal, Wa'awagab, verse 22. Watazala, Gam, Hawa, Yalada, Ath, Thawabal, Koyan, Latash, Kal, Kharash, Nakashath, Labarazal, Wa'akwath, Thawabal, Kwayan, Naima, verse 23. Wayamar, Lamaka, it's like the Lamak. Nanashua, Aira, Watazala, Shamain, Kuwaliya, Nashia, Lamak, Hazana, Amarathia, Kaya, Ayash, Haragathia, Lapatazaya, Wayalad, Lachabarathia, verse 24. Kaya, Shabaithium, Yaquam, Kwayan, Walamak, Shabaith, Shabayam, Shabayam, was Shabai, it's like Washabai Ha, verse 25. Wayadai, Aram, it's like Aram, Awa, Ath, Ashathawa, Wathala, Ban, Wathakwara, Ath, Shamwa, Shath, Kaya, Shath, Leah, Alahayim, Zarai, Achar, Thachath, Habal, Kaya, Haragua, Kwayan. Now that was 7 verses, but just to close this out, since there's only one more verse in this chapter, we're just going to read 26 and then get back into the English. Walashath, Gam, Hawa, Yalaka, it's like it, Yala, Ban, Wayakwara, Shamwa, Anwash, Azah, Hawakal, Lakwara, Basham, Yahweh. All right, so that caps off chapter 4 in the Hebrew. We're going to read it back in the English, and then we're going to jump into chapter 5. Are you ready? Let them know where you're at. Kick it off.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 4, and verse 19. And Lamech took unto him 2 wives. The name of the one was Adah, and the name of the other was Zillah.
So now what's important about this is the Most High dealt with Adam first as a people, which means the laws and the customs, the culture that he gave Adam, he passed down to his sons. Multiple wives is not exclusive to Israel. You could just say it's a guy thing. Oh, almost.
Natural thing.
It's very natural. It's very natural for men to have more than one woman. It is unnatural for women to get how would I say it? To get powder coated by more than one man. That's an unnatural thing. It does something different to the woman. That chemical exchange, that fluid exchange, you've seen it. You've seen it out there. You know what they look like. You know how they act, their interactions, not just with each other then, but then, you know, amongst different men. It gets weird. It gets unnatural. Lamech is the first recorded individual to exercise his polygyny. And people may have an argument against it. The Bible does not teach that monogamy is the standard. If you only want one wife, that's fine. If you want 0 wives, that's fine too. If you want 12 wives, good for you. Go get them. But you can't teach that you can only have one wife. Miwaukee is just the first the first example of this being publicized, so to speak. All right, so I can keep going.
Verse 20. And Adah bare Jabal. He was the father of such as dwell in tents, and of such as have cattle.
Just talking about the type of guy he was. Keep going.
Verse 21. And his brother's name was
Jabal.
Wait, his name Jabal? His name Jubal?
And Adah bare Jabal. His brother's name was Jubal. Yeah, damn near the same thing. But let's look at this in the Hebrew real quick. That's verse 20,
21.
21.
Well, yeah, it started at verse 20.
Your ball. So your ball. Yashab. Ahar. Ya Jabal. We probably have to look up in the concordance if there's a difference in the meaning. Otherwise, yeah, they're damn near giving the same name. Maybe just a different inflection in the pronunciation of it.
Jabal, Jubal.
Jubal, yeah. We'll look up the definition of that in a second here. Keep going.
And his brother's name was Jubal. He was the father of all such as handled the harp and organ. And Zillah, she also bare Tubal.
Tubal Cain.
As an instructor of every artificer in brass and iron.
He was a metal worker. You go.
And the sister of Tubal Cain was Naamah. Verse 23. And Lamech said unto his wives, Adah and Zillah, hear my voice, ye wives of Lamech, hearken unto my speech, for I have slain a man to my wounding. To my wounding, and a young man to my heart.
Unto my hurt.
Oh, Salakia. And a young man to my hurt. Verse 24. If Cain shall be avenged sevenfold, truly Lamech 70 and sevenfold.
So this is his arrogance. Because now, like, he's obviously telling the account of Cain being marked and the punishment that would go against anybody who unalived him. Now he's damn near bragging about him being a killer too, and how much worse it's going to be if somebody were to try to put hands on him because of his propensity for violence. Like he's trying to throw a flex here almost. And this is Cain's son. So don't take that out the picture. These are those type of guys. That spirit on Cain, that spirit on Lamech, the spirit on Esau, that we can see how that translates throughout history. In their arrogance, like they don't think they wrong for it. They don't understand the problem that people might have with the way that they act. We're going to see the Lord's judgment as it grows. It's like you keep going.
Verse 25. And Adam knew his wife again, and she bare a son and called his name Seth. For God said she hath appointed me another seed instead of Abel, whom Cain slew. And to Seth, to him also there was born a son, and he called his name Enos. Then began men to call upon the name of the Lord.
And now we start seeing us gathering as a people, as a family, to call on to the Most High. Opinion call. Shout out to Showbread, by the way. Showbread is awesome. Get a picture of this. Spicy. But now we see the start of that tradition being passed down from father to son, Start calling on the Most High. With their sacrifices, Abel and Cain, they had followed suit after Adam. Cain split off, led his sons down the path that he felt was appropriate for him. Adam continued with what was given to him from the Most High, that standard. Pass it down to Seth. Seth bore Enos. And now we start seeing men worshiping the Most High. And now we're going to go back into chapter 5 in the Hebrew. In Genesis chapter 5, verse 1. Zah. Sapar. Thawladah. Aram. Baywam. Bara. Alahayim. Aram. Badamwa. Alahayim. Aisha. Athwa. Verse 2. Zakar. Wanakwaba. Baraam. Wayab Barak. Atham. Wayab Kwara. Shamam. Aram. Baywam. Habaram. It's like it. Habaram. Verse 3. Wayachiyah. Adam. Shalashiyam. Wama'ath. Shana. Wayawalad. Badam Wathwa. Katazal Mawa. Wayakwara. Shamwa. Shah. Verse 4. Wayahaywa. Yamya. Adam. Acharya. Hawliyadwa. Shah. Shamna. Ma'ath. Shana. Wayawalad. Baniyam. Wabanwath, verse 5. Wayahaywa. Kal. Yamya. Adam. Asar. Chaya. Tashai. Mawath. Shana. Washalashim. Shana. Waymath. Verse 6. Wayachiyah. Shah. Hamash. Shaniyam. Wama'ath. Shana. Wayawala. Ath. Shanwa. Verse 7. Wayachiyah. Shah. Acharya. Hawalayadwa. Ath. Anwash. It's like Anwash. Shabai. That's like Shabai. Shanyam. Shamana. Mawath. Shana. Wayawala. Banyam. Wabanwath. So 7 in the Hebrew, read it back in the English.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 5, verse 1. This is the book of generations of Adam. In the day that God created man, in the likeness of God made he him. 2. Male and female created he them, and blessed them, and called their name Adam, in the day when they were created. 3. And Adam lived 130 years, and begat a son in his own likeness, after his image, and called his name Seth. 4. In the days of Adam, after he had begotten Seth, were 800 years, and he begat sons and daughters. 5. And all the days that Adam lived were 930 years, and he died. 6. And Seth lived 105 years, and begat Enos. 7. And Seth lived after he begat Enos 807 years, and begat sons and daughters.
Now we're just seeing literally what it said, the generations of Adam, the creation of mankind, the distinction that was called onto Adam, being given a name, being given a designation. And how he had more kids. Like when it goes after called his name Seth. So I guess I'm track. When he goes into Seth, like his lineage. How would I say this? It doesn't include Cain in this side of the thing. This is giving you an example of just who the Most High is dealing with in these days. So we're going to go back into the Hebrew, next 7 verses. So Genesis chapter 5, verse 8. Well, Yahaywa, call, Yamya, Shah, which is Sheth. Shatyam, Aishra, Shana, Batashai, Mawa, Shana, Wayumath, verse 9. Wayachaya, Anwa. It's like unwash, unwash. Tashaim, Shana, Wayawalad, Ah, Kwayanan, verse 10. Wayachaya, unwash. Acharya, Hawayaladwa, Ah, Kwayanan, Hamash, Aishara, Shana, Washamana, Mawath, Shana, Wayawalad, Baniyam, Wabanawath, verse 11. Wayahaywa, Call Yamiyah, Unwash, Hamash, Shanyam, with Watashai, Mawath, Shana, Wayumath, verse 12. Wayachiyah, Kwayanan, Shabayim, it's like Shabayim, Shana, Wayawala, Ah, Mahalala, verse 13. Wayachiyah, Kwayanan, Acharya, Hawaii, just said this. Hawaii Yadwa, Ah, Hamalalala, Harabayam, Shana, Washama, it's like Washamana, Mawat, Shana, Wayawala, Banyam, Wabanawat, verse 14. Wayahaywa, Kal, Yamya, Kwayanan, Aisha, Shanyam, Watashai, Mawath, Shana, Wamiyath. It's those 7 in the Hebrew. Go back to the English.
The book of Genesis, chapter 5, verse 8. And all the days of Seth were 912 years, and he died. 9. And Enos lived 90 years and begat Canaan. 10. And Enos lived after he begat Canaan 815 years and begat sons and daughters. 11. And all the days of Enos were 905 years, and he died. 12. And Canaan lived 70 years and begat Mahalalel, 13. And Canaan lived after he begat Mahalalel.
It sounds like the nigga was Hawaiian.
That's what it looks like. Right. 840 years and begat sons and daughters.
One thing that just want to read the verse. Yeah.
14. And all the days of Canaan were 910 years, and he died.
There we go. All right, so I mean, we used to live a lot longer.
Of course, back in the days was
right. But back when things were cool, when this world wasn't completely trashed, I just want to get that name Canaan real quick because people might accidentally try to make this some equivalent to Canaan that came after Ham. Just because the name may sound like we've how many times like as a culture, as a people, like we name our kids after our relatives too. And it's looking at the meaning of the name that bears the significance. Like you could name you could name your kid Cain. And biblically speaking, there ain't really nothing wrong with that, but the reputation that's on him, that it might strike a nerve with a lot of people just because, like, even to this day, that name Cain, it resonates a different way than if you were to name your kid Abel. Like it's a different understanding. So you're none. Trying to get the none. Strong's Concordance H7018. In the Strong's Concordance and the Zion Van Bible Dictionary, like they're really good with definitions, but when they try to turn their when they try to give a doctrine, a doctrinal lens, that's where people often mess up. So from the same as fixed, Kenan, and antediluvian, which just means both before the flood. 7087064. Nest is fixed, sometimes including a nestlings, figuratively, a chamber of dwelling, nest, room. Just even though it might sound the same, this name Cain or Canaan is not the same as Ham's son. What was that? His grandson, something like that. It's not the same person, or the same meaning behind the name. Just to try to clear that up real quick. All right, but we are in Genesis chapter 5, verse 15. وَيَخْيَا Mahalalala Khisham Shaniyam Washashiyam Shana Wiyawalad Yarad, verse 16. Wayachaya Mahalala. It damn near sounds like the same way that it's written out in English. It's damn near pretty much the same way that it's pronounced in Hebrew. A little bit easier to read in the English. Mahalalel. Yeah, so Mahalalal. Yeah. Acharya. Hawa Yaladwa. Irad. Shalat Yom. Shana. Washamana. Ma'awa. Shana. Wiyawala. Banyam. Wabanawa. Verse 17. Wayah Hayawa. Thal. Yamya. Mahalala. Chamash. Watashayim. Shana. Ushamana. Ma'awa. Shana. Wayamath. Verse 18. Wayachaya. Yirah.
Shatyam, Washashyam, Shana, Wama'ath, Shana, Uyawala, Ath, Chaniyaka, verse 19, Wayachaya, Yara, Acharya, Hawayala, Hawalayadwa, Ath, Kanyaka, Shamna, Mawath, Shana, Wayawala, Banyam, Wabanawath, verse 20, Wayahaya. So like Wayahayawa, Call, Yamya, Uriah, Shatham, Washashiyam, Shana, with thoughts, Salaki, Watashai, Ma'awath, Shana, Wayamash. It's like Wayamath. Verse 21. Wayachaya, Chanawaka, Chamash, Washashiyam, Shana, Wayawala, Ath, Matawala Shalach, Salaki, Matawa Shalach, verse 22. Wayatha Halakah, Kanawaka, Ath, Halahayim, Acharya, Wayat, Hawalayadwa, Ath, Matawalashak, Shalash, Mawath, Shana, Wayawalad, Banyam, Wabanwath, verse 21. What did I read 20?
I thought when you on to, then you just finished one. Wait, no, you on verse 22.
All right, so we're 21. All right, so that's where we should stop for those 7 verses. Get back to the English. Genesis chapter 5, starting at 15 through 21.
Shall I say it?
Yeah.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 5, and verse 15. And Mahalalel. Mahalalel lived 65 years and begot Jared. And Mahalalel lived after he begot Jared 830 years and begot sons and daughters. Verse 17. And all the days of Mahalalel were 895 years, and he died. Verse 18. And Jared lived 107 62 years. And he begot Enoch. Verse 19. And Jared lived after he begot Enoch 800 years and begot sons and daughters. Verse 20. And all the days of Jared were 962 years, and he died. Verse 21. And Enoch lived 65 years and begot Methuselah. And Enoch, Salaki, verse 22. And Enoch.
That should be it. Yeah, these are pretty short. So again, just going over the lineage. Nothing too crazy happening here. You see where Enoch is. The book of Enoch that's in circulation today is not verified to actually be the book of Enoch. It's a book about the book of Enoch that people thought were that men thought were of some importance. It's an easy thing to trash because there's no real foundation for it. But the book of Enoch that's in circulation today is not the book that this brother would have had a pen to. It didn't survive history. If it's buried in a vault somewhere, then that's just what it is. We ain't got to build no conspiracy theories out of it. And just move forward. So we're going to go back into the Hebrew, Genesis chapter 5, verse 22. Wayat the halakah kanwaka af alahai Saki af ha'alahayim achari Hawal Yarwa. Mathawa Shalash. Mawath. Shana. Wayawala. Banyam. Wabanwath. Verse 23. Wayahayel. Call Yamya Khanwaka Hamash Ushashiyam Shana Washalash Mawat Shana was 24. Wayat the Halakah Khanwaka Ath Halahayim Wayanawa. It's like Wayanawa Kaya Lequak Athwa Alahayim was 25. Wayachaya Mathawa the Shah. And I believe that's Methuselah. We'll see in a second here. Pretty sure I'm right about that though. Mathawa the Shah. Or Mathawa Shalak. There we go. Shabai. Washamaniyam, Shana, Wama, Slaki, Wama'ath, Shana, Wayawalad, Ath, Lamak, verse 26, Wayakaya, Matwa Shalak, Achariah, Hawaliyadwa, Ath, Lamak, Shathiyam, Wishamawanyam, Shana, Washabai, Mawath, Shana, Wayalawad, it's like Wayawalad, Baniyam, Wabanawath, verse 27. Wayahayawa, Call, Yam, it's like Yamiyah, Matawa Shalak, Matawa Shalak, Mataw Shalak. Try to smooth that out. The Shai, Washashyam, Shana, Wat the Shai, Mawath, Shana, Shana, Wama, Shana, Yahweh, Ban. That's those verses in the Hebrew. Get back into the English.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 5, and verse 22. And Enoch walked with God after he begot Methuselah 300 years and begot sons and daughters. Verse 23. And all the days of Enoch were 365 years. Verse 24. And Enoch walked with God, and he was not. God took him. Verse 25. And Methuselah lived 187 years and begot Lamech. Verse 26. And Methuselah lived after he begot Lamech 782 years and begot sons and daughters. Verse 27. And all the days of Methuselah were 969 years, and he died. Verse 28. And Lamech lived 182 years and begot a son.
Not too much to get into here, just again going down the lineage of it. We're just tracing the line back. This will come more important when we start going into was it Matthew and Luke with the lineage of Yahushua and how his claim to the throne is legit and how he was a flesh and blood man, another brother from the hoods that we all are familiar with, that we all grew up in, and how to trace his line back to complete his the claim to the throne. Going back into the English, we are in verse 29, Genesis chapter 5, verse 29 in the Hebrew, my fault. Wayakwara, Shamwa, Nak, Lamar, Zaha. Yanach Manwa. Mamai Shanwa. Wamai Zabuan. Yada, it's like Yada Yanawa. Ma. Hadama. Ashar. Arara. Yahweh. Verse 30. Wayachaya. Lama. Akarya. Hawalayadwa. Ath. Nak. Kamash. Watashayam. Shana. Wakamash. Ma'ath. Shana. Wayawalai. Baniyam. Wabanwath. Verse 31. Wayahaya. Call. Yamya. Lamak. Shabai. Washabaim. It's like Washabayam. It's like it Washabayim. Shana. Washabai. Verse 32. Wayahaya. Nak. Ban. Kamash. Mawath. Shana. Wayawalai. Nak. Ath. Sham. Ath. Kam. Wa'ath. Yapath. Chapter 6, verse 1. Genesis chapter 6, verse 1. Wayahaya. Kaya. Achal. Hadam. Lara. I. Hanya. Hadam. Ubanawath. Yaladwa. Yaham. Verse 2. Wayah Ra'awa. Salaki. Wayah Ra'awa. Like it, that still sound weird. Wayah Ra'awa. Banya. Halahayim. Ath. Banwath. Hadam. Kaya. Sabath. Hana. Wayah Kwaka. Wayah Kwakwa. Laham. Shaniyam. Makah. Ashar. Bachara. Bakarawa. Verse 3. Wayamar. Yahweh. La'ah. Yadawan. Rawakaya. Badam. Lailam. Bashagam. Hawa. Bashar. Wahaiwa. Yam Yawa. Ma'a. Waisargim, Shana. That's those 7 in the Hebrew. Going back into the English, we're in Genesis chapter 6, verse 29. Okay.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 5, and verse 29. And he called his name Noah. Wait. Oh, yeah. And he called his name Noah, saying, the same shall comfort us concerning our work and toil of our hands, because of the ground which the Lord hath cursed. Verse 30. And Lamech lived after he begot Noah 595 years, and begot sons and daughters. Verse 31. And all the days of Lamech were 707, and he died. Verse 32. And Noah was 500 years, and Noah was 500 years old, and Noah begot Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Verse 6. And it came to pass, when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born unto them. Verse 2. That the sons of God saw the daughters of men, that they knew were fair, and they took them wives of all which they chose. Verse 3. And the Lord said, my spirit shall not always strive with man, for that he also is flesh, yet his days shall be 120 years.
So now we're seeing the upbringing of Noah. The major, a big part of confusion that Christianity delivers is that the sons of God are angels, and that they had warred with the Most High, and the angels had slept with humans. That's not the case. Angels don't do that. We were the sons of God. The line that the Most High had chosen through Adam and his offspring, that family group, were the sons of God. That's the only people that the Most High had dealt with in this time. So his sons are the one that saw these women from these other nations, that they were fair, they look, they look good to them, so they betted them. They laid up with them. They had sex with them. They married to them. This is the first real, well, I mean, outside of Cain too, because Cain technically probably interracially married, just because of that city that he went to. It's just I don't want to say suggestion, but a possibility. Can't necessarily teach it because they don't say it like that, but because they did not come from Adam, it's a pretty clear indicator that Cain had married outside of the family. And now we're seeing how the sons of God, which were Adam's offspring, had started doing something similar. But now we're getting into the story of Noah, where everything goes left. And the Most High is stressing to him, listen, my spirit ain't always gonna strive with you. Like he ain't gonna go back and forth with us. He gave us chances. He gave us mercy, gave us grace, he gave us the time to try to get it right, and we did the opposite of it. He's not always he ain't gonna waste his time with us like that. He cut our lifespan short and just started just like the straight up punishments. Like Cain got mercy. Even Lamech got mercy for being a killer, being a murderer, being an unalive. He's watching this kind of mentality and this debauchery placating all over the earth. So now he get ready to snuff it out. Finish these last 7 in the Hebrew. We're in Genesis chapter 6, verse 4. Or these last 6 actually, because we read the one extra verse prior to. So Genesis chapter 6, verse 4. Hanapalium, Haiwa, Barataza, Bayamiyam, Haham, Wagam, Akari, Khan, Ashar, Ibawa, Banya, Halahaim, Oh, Banwa, Hadam, Wayalarwa, Laham, Hama, Hagabarium, Ashar, My Walam, Anashya, Hasham, verse 5. Wayara, Yahweh, Kaya, Rabah, Raith, Hadam, Barataza, Wakal, Yatazar, Machashabath, Labua, Wakwa, Rai, Kal, Hayawam, verse 6. Wayan Nakam, Yahweh, Kaya, Aisha, Ah, Hadam, Barataza, Wayataitaza, Al, Labua, verse 7. Wayalmar, Yahweh, Amachah, Ah, Hadam, Ashar, Barathia, Ma'ai, Panya, Hadam, Ai, Bahma, Ai, Ramash, Wa'ayid, Aiwa, Hashamayam, Kaya, Nachmathwa, Kaya, Aisha Yatham, verse 8. Wanak, Nak, no, it's like Wanak, Matazah, Khan, Bayanya, Yahweh, verse 9. Allah, the Waladath, Nak, Ayash, Tazayikwa, Tamiyam, Haya, Badaratiwa, Ah, Alahain, Hatahalaka, Nak. That's the end of those in Hebrew. Go back into the English and close this out. So we're in Genesis chapter 6, verse 4 through 9.
This is the book of Genesis chapter 6, verse 4. There were giants in the earth in those days.
Not big ass dudes. Not like 20, 30, 40 feet ass dudes. That'd be crazy. If angels came down and slept with women and they were to give birth to one of these people, they'd be ripped apart. The whole process would have been sloppy. Think of the consummation. It don't work that way. Physically, it just don't work. Men of renown, like we're gonna get into that too, but giants in the air, just great stature. Let's even look at the word giant. Because people don't we don't want to look at the definitions of the terms that were used back when this was written, translated from the Hebrew into the Greek into the old Quaker English. The words that we use, the style, the culture back then, it was like you got to pay attention to the definitions. Shout out Azar Yala from Atlanta, man. Hope y'all having fun out there. Looks like a good time. Saw some of the videos. See y'all in Detroit, Lord allow. For the Midwest Fire Weekend coming up August 1st through the 4th in Detroit, Michigan, man. Check it out. So let's go take a minute, and we are in 6. And that was verse 4. Take a look at that word giants. What they want to call the Nephilim, I think it is, that they try to go to. In the Strong's Concordance, H5303. All right, so yeah, Nephilim, yeah. Properly, a feller, i.e., a bully or a tyrant. These were giants in the earth. The root that it goes back to is Strong's H5307. The fall in a great variety of applications, be accepted, cast down, seize, die, divide. There's a good list and different references that it gives. But in Nepal, it's like in Nepal, which we see Panapalian. Those were the giants on the earth. So really, if we look at the modern English understanding of giant, we think of something huge, something big, of stature, of reputation, of size. But if we're looking at the Hebrew term Napoleon, it gives it a pretty negative connotation. Something that fell, something that
Salakia, would it be like a celebrity or something?
Nowadays we would look at that too, but the meaning that it had back then, because we were the sons of God and we decided to deal with the other nations, and that brought our downfall to us. That made us slip up. So now you could definitely equate that with a lot of celebrities based on how they act, because they're doing a lot of the same things. We've got so many examples of Black and Hispanic community figures that messed off with a woman from a different nation. And they're almost sudden and relatable fall after that. So all the fame, all their money didn't keep them from being destroyed by this by this heathen. Tiger Woods, look what happened to dude. What's that brother name?
P. Diddy.
P. Diddy. P. Diddy. That's another one. He may have had something else going on prior to that, but he definitely a strong example. But Jonathan Majors,
Oh yeah.
getting chased down by the white girl after he took the phone and all that, like there was no reason for him to even be involved with her. But that's us looking at these other nations, thinking that they women are fair when we got our own women that need us. Our women need our men. Our men need our women. And one thing that I've been seeing a whole lot that I don't know, maybe I just didn't really notice it before, but in a lot of movies and shows nowadays, you see kind of flip where it's a white man with a sister. Like the white man's the star of the show, and he got a black or Hispanic woman on his arm. And that seems to be like the trend in so many movies and shows. Spider-Man, the latest one, Zendaya, even in Dune, she's that white boy counterpart in both of those movies. So many examples of this shit going on.
You could look at the new Planet of the Apes too.
There you go. I didn't see that yet. I heard about it. I ain't see it yet, but yeah. And so we're seeing the fall of man, essentially, of our people, of our kind. We're seeing how we fell because of our lust, our attention to them. If you go from verse 2, 3, and 4, that'll give you kind of the structure as to, like the step by step as to where we messed up. So this term giants in here, to the Hebrew definition, let's read some of these back. To fall in a great variety of applications, be accepted, cast down, cast down, cast self, cast lots, cast out, cease, die, divide, fail, cause to let, make ready to fall, fugitive, have, in the concept of inheritance, inferior, be judged, lie down, light, lost, line, overthrown, overwhelmed, perish, present, I should say, rot, slay, smite out, surely, throw down. Like it's almost an adjective or even a verb describing what we did, is how we were described here. There were giants in the earth in those days. There were men that fell, that were cast down, that were inferior, that were fugitives, that got judged, that lied down, that ceased, that died, that divided, that failed. We failed. Those are the terms of giants that we're seeing in the Hebrew. In English, though, nowadays, in modern times, we have a different equivocation of it. So now we would assimilate that to the reputation or the stature, the social status of an individual, the political status of them, the monetary value of them. We would say that these people are giants. Doesn't always mean a good thing, though. You can check this out yourself and double check a couple different sources too. Don't just take the Blue Letter Bible, but it's a one spot that you could start with because they do use the Strong's Concordance in here. But that's one spot that you can go to for a reference point on what the intention behind that word is. It wasn't angels, because that'd be crazy. If that word giant meant like a literal, like huge individual. Because those women obviously weren't giants then. It was talking about something completely different here. That Christianity just digs out of the trash. And everybody wants to say that there's no private interpretations in the Bible, which is true. This was only written in one way by these authors to a specific audience for a specific purpose. And as much as they try to grasp at straws in that church, they don't understand the spirit, the culture, the history behind this, which is why these men in the UPK since 1969 did the due diligence to really like study and prepare to have these conversations and read these open. You don't get this anywhere else. All right, so let's continue with the last few. Where are we? 5?
No,
5?
still in 4.
All right, you got it.
Then also after that, when the sons of God came in unto the daughters of men, and they bare children to them, the same became mighty men which were of old, men of renown. Verse 5. And God saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of their thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. Verse 6. And it repented the Lord that he had made man on the earth, and it grieved him at his heart. Verse 7. And the Lord said, I will destroy man whom I've created. I will destroy man whom I have created from the face of the earth, both man and beast, and the creeping thing, and the fowls of the air, for it repenteth me that I have made them. Verse 8. But Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. Verse 9. These are the generations of Noah. Noah was a just man and perfect in his generations, and Noah walked with God.
So now we'll talk about Most High repented. Let's look at that word too real quick. Was that Aisha? Nahum, page 5162. Nahum. All right, so properly to sigh, breathe strongly, by implication to be sorry, to pity, console, or rule, unfavorably to avenge, comfort, ease, repent, repent. Like he looked at what we were doing, face palmed himself. He did one of these. He saw how we were acting, the lines that we were crossing, interracially marrying, connecting ourselves with different cultures, taking on their customs, their way of life, sharing, something intimate to us with them that had nothing to do with them, that didn't belong to them. Crossing those lines and how we were acting as like the build up to it and the aftermath of it. You're gonna see some examples of this being addressed with Moses and why he said not to interracial marriage, because it will take us away from our power, from our God, and we will end up serving their gods. We will end up worshiping their customs, their cultures, their practices, and we'll take that on instead of our own. Like we end up negotiating with these other people to adapt their way of life to make them more comfortable, and we forget about ours and what kept us in power, what gave us power, what gave us wisdom and strength to worship Buddha. I don't get it. Imhotep, ideologies that don't exist in the tangible world And you can make the argument that the Most High don't exist either. That no one ever existed. Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Moses, none of these brothers ever walked the earth. The culture goes back though, and you can't show me any better standard of a moral compass than what's contained in this Bible that's going to fix the conditions on earth. Peace and love doesn't work because there has to be a limit there, unless you're going to be peace and loving with child molesters and pedophiles and unalivers and sexual assaulters. I don't know if that's a word that we can use, but that concept doesn't work. It's been around long enough. Everybody's trying to play around with it. It don't work. Meditation. You can contemplate and think about shit all day long. It ain't gonna do nothing about human trafficking. Meditating about it it's not gonna rid the streets of fentanyl and crystal meth. The opioid epidemic. Embalming fluid. Fucking bath salts. What are they doing for the crocodile or something like that? It's like crazy stuff. This will though. And we're seeing our destruction and our demise because we broke away from the laws that we were given from Adam, that he passed down to his people, being the sons of God, turning into an abomination. We were giants that became men of renown because you had people that did some historical things. That doesn't always mean it's something good. Renown, reputable, just because your name rings bells, that doesn't always mean that you got a good reputation behind you. Nimrod, for example, he was a mighty hunter. Dude could hunt his ass off. He was still trash. You're going to see this concept get explained and laid out more clearly as we go along. Right now, we're just going throughout the genealogies, coming up to Noah's time, and why the Most High had destroyed mankind. He started it over, started the slate clean, because even the animals were getting affected by this. Even the animals were getting drugged into something that was inappropriate. I almost feel like I'm talking to the kids. Stop touching shit. Keep your hands to yourself. Act right. Listen to what you were told. Stop it. Listen, they got the cookout in Atlanta going on right now, man. Right. In August 1st through the 4th, we're going to see y'all, Lord allow, in Detroit, Michigan. Get your travel arrangements set. Get your hotel arrangements set. Let's get this locked in. Pay your tithes. You go to isupk.com right now and you can make a donation. You can pay your tithes, make a donation. ISUPK Milwaukee, $, ISUPK Milwaukee. You know, if you're thinking about us. If not, no sweat. We're gonna be hitting the streets. Join us next weekend for Sabbath service. Again, any questions, comments, or concerns? Hey, shalom to Nazam again. Glad to see you back up in here, sis. Izar, Young P. I think about changing that name. It's just my opinion, I don't know you like that, but Lord be with you nonetheless. But thank you for checking in with us. And with that, we're gonna close out with these prayers. Metavisual Amagim. You stand. Support.
Like it.
Maybe give that one more time. So practice makes perfect. We gonna get this right. All right, Panyak, well, Slaki. Panyak with Dom, turn to face the east.
But when we get done, I'm gonna be able to blow it.
One of these days.
Most word in Hebrew you can find it in Matthew chapter 6, verse 9 through 13. Abanaw.
Abanaw.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Wadash.
Wadash.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Shamka.
Shamka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Malakutka.
Malakutka.
Tabaa.
Tabaa.
Ratzaka.
Ratzaka.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Arataza.
Arataza.
Kawak.
Kawak.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Bashemayim.
Bashemayim.
Natananaw.
Natananaw.
Lakam.
Lakam.
Ka.
Ka.
Yawam.
Yawam.
Wasalaknanaw.
Wasalaknanaw.
Kabawatnaw.
Kabawatnaw.
Wasalaknaw.
Kasalaknaw.
Kabawatinaw.
Kabawatinaw.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Tabiyanaw.
Tabiyanaw.
Bansawan.
Bansawan.
Ball.
Ball.
Hawshanaw.
Hawshanaw.
Bayan.
Mayan.
Right. Kaya.
Kaya.
Laka.
Laka.
Amalakwa.
Amalakwa.
Wa'al.
Wa'al.
Wata Pura.
Wata Pura.
Wa'awulami.
Wa'awulami.
Aman.
Aman.
In English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Thy will be done.
In earth,
as
it is in heaven.
As it is in heaven.
Give us this day our daily bread.
Give us this day our daily bread.
And forgive us our debts.
And forgive us our debts.
As we forgive our debtors.
As we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not into temptation.
And lead us not into temptation.
But deliver us from evil.
But deliver us from evil.
For thine is the kingdom.
For thine is the kingdom.
And the power.
And the power.
And the glory.
And the glory.
Forever. So be it.
So be it. Pray for the cock, the power in Hebrew. Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Babkusha.
Babkusha.
Thundernaw.
Thundernaw.
Hakak.
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 Lara Pa'at.
Lara Pa'at.
Call Makala.
Call Makala.
Call Marawa.
Call Marawa.
Hakak.
Hakak.
Latahar.
Latahar.
Hamatazarayim.
Hamatazarayim.
Hakak.
Hakak.
Lahakwi.
Lahakwi.
Hamathi.
Hamathi.
Hakak.
Hakak.
Aroka.
Aroka.
Hatama'al.
Hatama'al.
Lagarshan.
Lagarshan.
Shem Yahushua.
Ba'Shem Yahushua.
Wa'adaman.
Wa'adaman. In English, Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua, please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
To heal all, the power to heal all manner of sickness.
The power to heal all manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
And all manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to raise the dead.
The power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean spirits.
The power against unclean spirits.
To cast them out.
To cast them out.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it. Brother, bless this word in the Hebrew. Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Barak Lanaw.
Barak Lanaw.
Wayashal.
Wayashal.
Wahabayah.
Wahabayah.
Sapari.
Sapari.
Barak.
Barak.
Shem Yahushua.
Ba'Shem Yahushua.
Wa'adaman.
Wa'adaman. In English, Lord.
Lord.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Bless us.
Bless us.
And Israel.
And Israel.
In the school.
In the school.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it.
Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha.
Asha.
Ayunyan.
Ayunyan.
Al-Hahari.
Al-Hahari.
Mayan.
Mayan.
Yamaha.
Yamaha.
Azari.
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 Ma'ay.
Ma'ay.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Shamayam.
Shamayam.
Wa'arataza.
Wa'arataza.
Ayatan.
Ayatan.
Lamawak.
Lamawak.
Galka.
Galka.
Al-Yanawam.
Al-Yanawam.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Hana.
Hana.
La'a.
La'a.
Yanawam.
Yanawam.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Yayashan.
Yayashan.
Shawamal.
Shawamal.
Yashal.
Yashal.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Shamar.
Shamar.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Tazal.
Tazal.
Aliyah.
Aliyah.
Yamyika.
Yamyika.
Yawamam.
Yawamam.
Hashemah.
Hashemah.
La'a.
La'a.
Kaka.
Kaka.
Wa'ira.
Wa'ira.
Balayila.
Balayila.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashemah.
Yashemah.
Bakara.
Bakara.
Yashemah.
Yashemah. Ahtapashka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashemah.
Yashemah. Tazaka.
Wabuak.
Wabuak.
Baita.
Maita.
Wa'at.
Why?
Awalam.
I will. In English, I will lift up mine eyes into the hill.
I will lift up my eyes to the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help come from my help coming from Yahweh.
My help cometh from Yahweh,
which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Yasharallah
he that keepeth Yahshua
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is the shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in
and thy coming in
From this time forth,
this time forth,
and even forevermore.
and even forevermore. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew, Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Adam Yalaka.
Adam Yalaka.
Alta Karash.
Alta Karash.
Alta Squat.
Alta Squat.
All. Kayahana.
Kayahana.
Wabika.
Wabika.
Yahama Yawan.
Yahama Yawan.
Wamashan Salak. Wamashanayaka.
Wamashanayaka.
Sha'awa Raj.
Sha'awa Raj.
Alaibaka.
Alaibaka.
Yawayamu.
Yawayamu.
Sawat.
Sawat.
Waya. Taya Aitazawa.
Waya. Taya Aitazawa.
Altazapawanyaka.
Altazapawanyaka.
Amaru.
Amaru.
Lakawa.
Lakawa.
Wanakakidam.
Wanakakidam. Magoyi. Wala'a. Yazakar.
Shamya Shal.
Shamya Shal.
Aiwa.
Aiwa.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Nowa Aitazawa.
Nowa Aitazawa.
La.
La.
Yakaru.
Yakaru.
Aryaka.
Aryaka.
Barya.
Barya.
Yakarath.
Yakarath.
Ahali.
Ahali.
Adawam.
Adawam.
Waya Shemaya Layam.
Waya Shemaya Layam.
Mawa'aba.
Mawa'aba.
Wahagari.
Wahagari.
Gabal.
Gabal.
Wa'amawan.
Wa'amawan.
Wa'amalak.
Wa'amalak.
Palashat.
Palashat.
Shabi.
Shabi.
Tazawal.
Tazawal.
Yamashuwal.
Yamashuwal.
Nalawa.
Nalawa.
Aimam.
Amam.
Haywa.
Haywa.
Zarwat.
Zarwat.
Labanyilawa.
Labanyilawa.
Salat.
Salat.
Aisha Laham.
Aisha Laham.
Kamari.
Kamari.
Kasiya Sara'at.
Kasiya Sara'at. Kayabi.
Manakal.
Manakal.
Kuyaswan.
Kuyaswan.
Nashamaru.
Nashamaru.
Bayanda Aru.
Bayanda Aru. Aywa.
Daman.
Daman.
Ladam.
Ladam.
Shaitam.
Shaitam.
Nadaya Muwa.
Nadaya Muwa.
Kaira.
Kaira.
Wakiza'ab.
Wakiza'ab.
Wakizabak. Wakizalmanai.
Wakizalmanai.
Kana Saikam.
Kana Saikam.
Ashar.
Ashar.
Amaru.
Amaru.
Nairusha.
Nairusha.
Lanawat.
Lanawat.
Nawat.
Nawat.
Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Alahiyat.
Alahiyat.
Shaitam.
Shaitam.
Gagala.
Gagala.
Kwash.
Kwash.
Lapanya Rawakat.
Lapanya Rawakat.
Taba Irie Irie.
Taba Irie.
Wakalahaba.
Wakalahaba.
Talahat.
Talahat.
Aryam.
Aryam.
Kan Taradatmu.
Kan Taradatmu.
Basairika.
Basairika.
Wabasu Wapat.
Wabasu Wapat.
Tabalaham.
Tabalaham.
Mala'at.
Mala'at.
Panyaham.
Panyaham.
Walawan.
Walawan.
Wayabakwash.
Wayabakwash.
Shamkat.
Shamkat.
Yahaw.
Yahaw.
Yabash.
Yabash.
Wayabaharu.
Wayabaharu.
Wayadaiwu.
Wayadaiwu.
Wayakaparu.
Wayakaparu.
Wayabaru.
Wayabaru.
I was like, my fault. Adi Adi.
Adi Adi.
Wayakaparu.
Wayakaparu.
Wayabaru.
Wayabaru.
Wayadaiwu.
Wayadaiwu.
Wayatat.
Wayatat.
Shamkat.
Shamkat.
Yahaw.
Yahaw.
The
Bat.
Ariwan.
Ariwan.
Cow.
Cow.
Aratazah.
Aratazah. In English, keep not thou silence, O God.
Keep not thy silence, O God.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still, O God.
And be not still, O God.
For lo,
thine
enemies make a tumble.
Thine enemies make a tumble.
And they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
And they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
They have said, Come, and let us cut them off from being a nation.
And let us cut them off from being a nation.
That the name of Yasharallah may be no more remembered.
That the name of Yasharallah may be no more remembered.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom.
Tabernacles of Edom.
And the Ishmaelites.
And the Ishmaelites.
Of Moab.
Moab.
And the Hagarine.
And the Hagarine.
Gebal.
Gebal.
And Ammon.
And
Amalek. The Philistines. With the inhabitants of Tyre.
The inhabitants of Tyre.
Assur is also joined with them.
Assur also joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah.
Salah.
Do unto them as unto the Midianites.
Do unto them as unto the Midianites.
As to Sisera.
As to Sisera.
As to Jabin.
As to Jabin.
At the brook of Kison.
At the brook of Kison.
Which perished at Endor.
Which perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like a red.
Make their nobles like a red.
And like Zayed.
Like Zayed.
Yea.
Yea.
All their princes as Zabah.
All their princes as Zabah.
And as Damun.
And as Damun.
Who said, let us take to our houses of let us take to ourselves.
Let us take to ourselves
the houses of Yahweh in possession.
The house of Yahweh in possession.
Oh my power.
Oh my power.
Make them like a wheel.
Make them like a wheel.
As the stubble before the wind.
As the stubble before the wind.
As the fire burneth the wood.
As the fire burneth the wood.
And as the flame set the mountains on fire.
As the flame set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them with thy tempest.
So persecute them with thy tempest.
And make them afraid with thy storm.
And make them afraid with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with shame.
That they may seek thy name.
That they may seek thy name.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
Let them be confounded in trouble forever.
Let them be confounded in trouble forever.
Yea.
Yea.
Let them be put to shame and perish.
Let them be put to shame and perish.
That men may know that thou,
Men may know that thou,
whose name alone is Yahweh,
whose name alone is Yahweh,
art the most high,
art the most high,
over all the earth.
over all the earth. Pray for the blessings in Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh Yahweh Shah.
Barakatah Yahweh Yahweh Shah. Wama Yakala. Wala Hayim.
Matazab Yahweh Wap Yahana.
Matazab Yahweh Wap Yahana. Hala Waki. Asarayim. Akwata Zayah. Akoya Yoya. Wakwati. Yahweh. Bashim Yahshua. Tuwara Aman. In English. Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahweh Shah.
And Yahweh Shah.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angels.
The angels.
Commanding General Yohana.
Commanding General Yohana.
The generals.
Generals.
The captains.
Captains.
The officers.
The officers.
The troopers.
Troopers.
And the sisters.
And the sisters.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it.
Is the curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh.
Blessed are you, Yahweh.
King of heaven and earth.
King of heaven and earth.
All things living.
And all things living.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
Listen to us now.
Listen to us now.
Right now.
Right now.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
Punishment and destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
That speak against us.
That speak against us.
Thy prophets.
Thy prophets.
The teachers.
The teachers.
The princes.
The princes.
The priests.
The priests.
The Israelite brothers.
The Israelite brothers.
And the schools.
And the schools.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
And shake loose the treasure of the rich of Israel.
And shake loose the treasure of the rich of Israel.
That refuse to give to the school.
That refuse to give to the school.
Force their riches.
Force their riches.
To into thy sanctuary.
Into thy sanctuary.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
Punishment and destruction.
To the Edomites.
To the Edomites.
And their nation.
And their nation.
And their drug dealers.
And their drug dealers.
The court system.
The court system.
Prison system.
Prison system.
Planned Parenthood. All the governments of our enemies.
All the governments of our enemies.
Amalek synagogues and armies.
Amalek synagogues and armies.
Roman Catholic Church.
Roman Catholic Church.
The Pope.
The Pope.
Islam.
Islam.
Christianity.
Christianity.
Egyptology.
Egyptology.
Militia.
Militia.
Ku Klux Klan. Aryan Nation.
Aryan Nation.
Skinheads. Passakumatazi. The gay movement.
The gay movement.
The lesbian movement.
Lesbian movement.
Spies.
Spies.
Workers of witchcraft.
Workers of witchcraft.
NASA space program.
NASA space program.
Army.
Army.
Navy.
Navy.
Air Force.
Air Force.
Marines.
Marines.
Wall Street.
Wall Street.
Open up the internet.
Open up the internet.
And the airwaves.
And the airways.
The cable access channel.
Cable access channel.
And the radio channel.
And the radio channel.
Convict the spirit.
Convict the spirit
of any of thy people.
Of any of thy people.
That seek to stop us.
That seek to stop us.
And bring swift destruction.
Bring swift destruction.
To all the heathen.
To all the heathen.
That stand in the way.
That stand in the way.
Or try to stop us.
Try to stop us.
From broadcasting your word.
Broadcasting your word.
Throughout the planet Earth.
Throughout the planet Earth.
Let loose all the plagues.
Let loose all the plagues.
Cause them to go to and fro.
Cause them to go to and fro.
Through the earth and consume them.
Through the earth and consume them.
Let the plagues.
Let the plagues.
Shake the house of the thief.
Shake the house of the thief.
And the murder.
And the murder.
Let Yahweh Shah. Michael and Gabriel.
Michael and Gabriel.
Come down with the flying saucers.
Come down with the flying saucers.
And punish all the heathen.
Punish all the heathens.
That come up against us.
That come up against us.
As we speak thy word.
As we speak thy word.
Cause it to be known by all.
Cause it to be known by all.
That is the angels that have done it.
That is the angels that have done it.
Cause it to be spread through the media.
Cause it to be spread through the media.
Throughout the whole world.
Throughout the whole world.
Cause them to shake it thy coming.
Cause them to shake it thy coming.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
Thank you always.
Thank you always.
So be it.
So be it. So to the front. Salute the Torah real quick. Turn to Kalaf.
Yahweh Shemel Shabrak. Yeah.
About face. What's that up? Yahweh Shemel Shabrak. Yeah. Yeah. So to the front. This concludes Sabbath service. Shalom.